I guess you're not gonna have a long raging rant on Dobby again.
I might. It just depends where it's gonna be. Uh, Also, we're not doing the tally this time because I've already done that, and I'm not doing all the math and re-editing required. So we're sticking with our original tally, so we don't have to point out like good points, bad points from the books. Doesn't mean we can't bring them up. It's just there's no need to say, oh, bad point for the book.
What if we find a new one?
Thing is, I can't remember which ones are old and which ones are new. I wouldn't be able to tell if it's a new one.
Seriously, where did you get that?
Just because you can't use the key is in the lock, you.
You stupid boy.
Well, so you can send secret messages to your freaky little friends? No, sir.
I haven't had any.
Again, he's the moderator from. He's the moderator on the Dursley family server.
Dursley Discord.
I thought we agreed it was Facebook Messenger.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I just forget that Facebook Messenger exists.
oh, there he is. There's this little garbage elf.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's wearing garbage.
He's wearing a pillowcase, I believe.
Well, it's a pillowcase that belongs in the garbage.
Yeah. I think Dobby represents the part of us that just does not want to accept compliments.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a bit personal for me.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit close to home there. Well, they've told him, and now he's definitely gonna go.
There is a plot. A plot of terrible things. It's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
They're making a stage play, Harry.
And they're using time travel.
We addressed it last time we watched it, but that joke, I'm surprised they let it slip.
Yeah.
I'll put it on screen when we're talking about it.
Yeah, just edit it.
And so Dobby tries to be smart and gives up the jig.
How do you know my friends haven't been right?
Oh, gig. Yeah,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
How do they not hear the thud against the wall? If they heard the chaos upstairs. But then again, how did they not hear someone jumping on the bed? This entire setup is kind of confusing. I'm surprised he didn't just run back and grab Dobby. I would have. I wouldn't have cared about the secrecy of magic. I'd have grabbed him, slammed him against the wall.
Whoa.
You're never gonna see those freaky friends of yours.
Then again, I just don't like Dobby.
Now, I don't know how they do things over there in the UK, but I'm pretty sure boarding up your child's window and door is straight up illegal.
Well, barring up the window isn't as such. You can justify it as security reasons to stop people breaking in. But locking the door and basically placing them under house arrest, I'm pretty sure is illegal.
Take your shit off.
You and that bloody pigeon. From now on, Hedwig is that bloody pigeon.
Vernon's a bird racist.
Oh, Vernon's dead. He broke his back.
It's not much, but it's home. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, of course you do.
And now, despite my comments at the end of the last video, time for the best character.
I honestly love Molly. Why
Is
did
that
you have to do it that?
self-insert thing legit?
I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but come on. Mother figure who's overly loving and basically confirmed to be awesome in every single way. Come on.
I mean, it's been confirmed that Hermione in the first book or movie is just a self-portrait of JK when she was 11.
Well, we say self-portrait, glorified exaggerated self-portrait.
Oh yeah.
Let's be honest, none of us can be honest about our younger selves. It's always worse than it actually was.
Tell me, what exactly
It's
is the
not
function of a
not
rubber
like they
duck?
go, "Oh my goodness, you are brilliant. We could sell this all around."
What exactly is the function of a rubber duck? Nothing. There is no point. It's completely pointless, but people like them, I
It's
guess.
a bath toy.
It's fun. It's relaxing. It's soothing.
And
It's cute.
sometimes when you squeeze them, their eyes bulge out a little bit. It's fun.
It's a stress toy.
Doesn't miss a trick, that man.
How does Dumbledore know Harry's here?
The spellbooks alone are very expensive.
Harry, you at the Weasleys.
We have so many questions about Harry's privacy. That photograph in the book, the fact that he never told anyone his address, yet he got a bunch of letters anyway. And now Dumbledore knows that he switched locations. I'm starting to wonder if someone placed a tracking chip on him.
What do you think you're doing down here? Come on.
Now, the thing I've got to wonder, were they being intentionally creepy, or were they genuinely trying to help the kid out and just acting really creepy because they didn't know any better?
Knowing JK and her simple-mindedness, she probably would think, "Oh, creepy people, bad."
Yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just genuinely trying to help, but they have no social skills.
You know, I doubt we're ever gonna see it, but I'm kind of curious.
That
if the
that
magical
photography
world
was like...
Nice big smile, Harry. Together you and I.
He went really creepy there, just Harry Potter!
When young Harry.
Okay, so like I was saying, I doubt it's ever gonna happen since this franchise is a bit of a mess right now, but I'm curious how the magical world adapts to, like, modern times with
They-
smartphones.
I don't
and-
think they do. I think they're just like, no, phones don't work.
I mean, clearly they adapt to some technology because they have those cameras and...
With my.
But even then, those cameras have been around for quite a while.
There's gotta be at least some upgrades, some growth in this world over the years. This is like, what, the 90s?
Voldemort killed my parents. He was nothing
Tragic
more
story,
than
bruh.
murderer.
Reminds me of that meme with Batman and Raphael.
Yeah, just this is where I saw my parents die. Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, dude.
Oh yeah, it's Cowabunga.
It's even more hilarious because Raph doesn't say those catchphrases.
Yeah, that's Mike.
Normally. Mikey does that. Unless
They
it's the
sort
80s
of,
cartoon where they all say it.
yeah, they sort of all do, but then also, let's not get into the Ninja Turtles lore right now.
I'd rather do that.
I'll mention, considering how caring Molly is, I'm surprised she didn't wait for everyone to get through before following.
See, this is what happens when you go in turns.
Yeah. Like,
Just
there was a
takes
good
it.
solid pause. If they all went through at the same time, it would be far more difficult for Dobby to seal it up. What's coming up next is by far the stupidest decision I've seen these characters make. They just had to wait. You can win by doing nothing. Because I'm pretty sure there are other ways to get to Hogwarts.
It's literally just set up for an action scene. Hey, wait a second. How can a family that freaking huge drive around in a car like that?
I don't know.
It would have been easier to buy if this car was not so small.
Yeah, Scabbers is fine. He's
For now.
35,
I wouldn't stub it.
I think.
35?
I don't know. I don't know Peter Pettigrew's age.
Pretty sure it's
Oh,
over
look there.
that.
Well,
Oh,
if
wait,
James
yes,
and
I
Lily
forgot.
were 20
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Harry
I was about to say
died,
That's still so dumb.
yeah, it's still stupid.
Well, take a good look, lads.
Oh, look, it's David Bradley.
Might well be the
It's the first Doctor.
I still can't get over that.
Ja-
He's good in the role as well. Really good in the role.
First Doctor asterisk.
No, First Doctor plus plus, because there's been 3 First Doctors.
Oh my god.
Having written quite a few of them.
You know the first announcements that Dumbledore does at the beginning of the year, but we don't see it here because Harry and Ron are late. I
Yeah.
like to think for Dumbledore's this year, it's like, oh, I forgot to mention this last year for the first year.
I had
giant
more
fucking
pressing
murder
matters in
tree.
mind.
There's a giant murder tree outside. Stay away. Also, underneath is a secret entrance to a shrieking shack. Do be mindful of staying away from that.
Oh, time for a bad character.
Oh, it's that one kid.
I'm not going to matter in the next movies, and I'm going to die off screen.
Yeah, they never even address in the films that he's dead. I think the filmmakers just
He
forget he exists.
Yeah.
Like, it's his second year. Like, come on.
Second year and a second day.
Also, take a shot every time I say also in these videos.
Look, my 21st birthday is not for another month. I can't do that yet.
This is the equivalent of turning on all caps in a message.
I wish someone redubbed that scene with a faulty, like...
A faulty howler. No, just a bunch of spelling mistakes.
Congratulations.
And it's entirely your fault.
I want someone to redub that scene with an Xbox mic.
No, if it's Xbox, it would include a lot more swearing and a lot more racial slurs.
I killed your mom. I grandfathered your mom. Your mom.
Hold on, the message is from his mother.
Man, James Cameron's Avatar 2 looks a lot different than what I expected.
This is a weird take on the Smurfs.
Well, they're just as annoying.
This is the equivalent
Why are
of
you
just
casually
saying...
shouting out racial slurs?
Yeah, this is the equivalent of just calling someone the N-word in public, in front of other people. It's likely to get you punched.
It's like Malfoy's just a straight up bigot.
Well, he is.
Yeah, he is. Especially in this one where he's just flat out saying that word every 5 minutes.
Also, hey Hermione, there's a crossbow right behind you. Do you want to use it?
Nah.
It'd be very good at getting him to shut up.
But she'll get her time in the next one.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
really
appreciate
don't like
how terrible they made this person. It's one of the things begrudgingly JK is very good at. She is really good at making people you want to punch.
We'll get to another one in the 5th movie.
But then again, she lived long enough to become the villain.
What are you talking about, Harry?
Can I just say I really don't like how there's so little lighting here. It just makes it feel creepy, which is not something that should be done with a teacher.
4 hours? That's longer than we took on My Immortal.
Oh.
That's longer than most detentions.
Yeah, detentions are meant to be like 2 hours at maximum. Like, I get that limit probably extends a little bit considering the children living at the school. But still, we mentioned, I'm gonna keep saying it, we mentioned it last time. But,
The
the
character writing is bad.
no, I'm saying, how does the basilisk get around in the pipes? The pipes can't be that big.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about that thing with how the 3 main characters are so connected all the time that they feel like a single character.
They're connected just in the way that they don't get time to shine individually. Apart from the first film that basically forced them to. I'm not gonna stop bringing up the point, but the basilisk should not be able to go through the pipes. It's too big.
It's too big. Unless it's got some ability to shrink.
Yeah.
But we don't see it.
Murdered my cat.
It could have been simple. The scene when Harry's traveling through the pipes, but the basilisk chasing him, have it be big from the start, but the pipes are too small, so he shrinks down.
Yeah.
That reminds me of this fanfic I remember finding out of Harry Potter. That's written by this like very religious, red-blooded American person that was so offended by the witchcraft and just made it all about God and Jesus and
Instead of
homosexuality.
instead of using wands, they're just waving about crucifixes.
Don't forget to read your Bible, kids.
You can't read it before you go to bed, otherwise you get nightmares.
No, today.
No, not nightmares. You'll go to hell.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
Purge the school.
They do.
Oh yeah, there's plot going on.
Something, Salazar Slytherin's secret hot topic.
The Chamber of Secrets is just Salazar Slytherin's personal hot topic.
I would have opened up a really good business here, guys, but...
Yeah, I got this really cool idea from this emo girl who came back in time once. She was totally hot, you guys. She was hot and really powerful, and everyone liked her.
Okay, it's totally my headcanon that Salazar Slytherin talks like that. I don't care if he's British.
I'm British.
Guys, you're in the middle of the hall. Go to the side. You're blocking traffic.
You're walking. Jesus.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm
Hogwarts
walking.
turns into New York traffic.
Better.
Right now it's time to count how many rules are broken.
Nope.
And immediately the game should be stopped.
Yeah, at that point...
As I have said, the bludgers should not exist.
Where's Madam Pooch?
Yeah. Well, they didn't get the actress back.
Is she on liquid luck right now?
If Hagrid can see that this has been tampered with, how does the referee not? Also, yeah, as soon as the bludger starts doing this shit, you should call off the game because that bludger is dangerous.
Those powers will fall if that thing goes through it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting to the worst part.
You're trespassing land that you should not be in.
Yeah. This is technically out of bounds. Like, I get it, the snitch is down there, but that's technically out of bounds.
You mentioned this last time, but this area did not exist in the last movie.
No, it didn't. I'm surprised he didn't hit anything on his way up.
I got turned into PlayStation 2 graphics.
Okay, so that's Whiplash and possibly a crack. Okay, so let's address this. Last time we watched this, I spent a good chunk of time trying to work out how fast that thing needed to go, given its estimated mass, in order to break Harry's bone. Oh, looks like I've managed to glitch myself into the future. Anyway, I was about to go on a long tangent about the speed that the bludger would have to go to break Harry's arm. Yeah, it turns out I got that calculation wrong. I forgot to add a times 10 to the 3 to the density of the material. But anyway, I made two calculations when I first did this. One was under the assumption that the bludgers were made out of leather, like you'd assume a sports equipment would be made out of, and also worked under the assumption that it was hollow. By the end of this calculation, I worked out that the bludger would have to travel around 48.3 miles per hour, which is pretty fast. But then I read the Wikipedia, and it turns out the bludgers are made out of iron, which is a lot denser. And there is nothing in the description to say that it's hollow, so I decided, let's just throw that out the window and work out how fast it would have to travel if it was just a solid ball of iron. And yeah, turns out it would only have to go about 7.5 miles per hour. I think I might have overreacted.
The point point is,
No, why? No, no. Oh, God.
Oh, that's gross.
There's no bones left.
This is a weird version of
Must
Luke.
be fixable, though.
I'm surprised he isn't fired on the spot. He's actively given harm to one of the students.
Oh, I don't know about harm, but he's definitely made the situation worse. Sounds like
Plus,
some elaborate
they
plan.
do confirm that the defense against the dark arts post is cursed, and Dumbledore knows it. So,
Wait, you mean legitimately cursed?
yeah, Voldemort wanted the defense against the dark art. It's a role at Hogwarts, so he could use Hogwarts, secret areas in the Room of Requirement. And there is legitimately a curse on anyone who tries to fill the role after him.
Oh my god.
None of them could last more than a year.
Tommy.
So
Oh.
Dumbledore
When I heard the
Dumbledore
curse,
knew
I thought it
that
was a
when he
joke.
hired Gilderoy, and when he hired Quirrell,
It was you.
and when he hired Lupin, and when he hired
It is a mark of the house elves' enslavement.
enslavement, and yet they're magically bound. Jesus, JK, you've introduced enslavement that cannot be fixed.
Terrible things are about to happen.
Or what's worse is most house elves are willing.
Not stay here.
So it's like,
History.
what are we
It's
meant
like
to get out of that? That slavery is good as long as they're willing?
I should
God damn it, Joanne.
Scarecrow. For when you need to get a growth spurt faster than your peers allow it.
Gilly Grow, now with strawberry flavor.
now with vanilla flavor.
Now with Bernie Bot's every flavor bean flavor.
Oh god, no! It's a gamble. Whenever you take a sip.
What can this mean?
He tried to take a picture of Ebony.
Our students are
The camera couldn't handle it. If you sent them home,
Lucius Malfoy must have opened it.
Voldemort wouldn't have won because he'd have been taken home with Jenny.
We'll have to wait for the apologies patient.
Or worse,
NYT.
or worse, she would have dumped it in the toilets like she does later on, and he'd have been left in Hogwarts while it was closed. They would have found a diary with Voldemort's old name in, and they'd probably lock it away. So yeah, not sending the students home actively helps Voldemort out. You idiot.
Honestly, not shutting the school down does sound pretty in line given recent events.
Well, it is Dumbledore, so...
Perhaps it would be prudent to first teach the students to block unfriendly spells, Professor.
I'm calling you out, bitch.
Excellent suggestion.
I've come to make an announcement. Gilderoy Lockhart is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
Oh wait, no wait. Shouldn't it be James Potter then?
I've come to make an announcement. James Potter is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He bullied me all throughout school and stole my fucking wife.
I've come to make an announcement. Richard Potter is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He stole my wife. That's right. He took his quilly wand out and he said his wand was this big.
And I said, that's disgusting.
So I'm making a call-out post on the Daily Prophet.
I'm making a call-out post in the Quibbler.
James Potter, you've got a small wand. It's the size of this.
It's the size of this.
Way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my wand looks like.
Boom!
That's right, baby. The Elder Wand. All points, no curves, no pillows. Look at that. It's like a bomb.
It looks like two quaffles and a pat.
You stole my wife, so guess what? I'm going to steal your son's innocence away.
Oh god, no! We're making this worse as the more we go on. Also, yeah, that's drastic, Malfoy. You go from being knocked on your ass to summoning a deadly snake. He should have detention for that. Who would have loved to ride the stairway up?
I would, probably.
He's not in the films.
I know that.
Harry, did you burn my phoenix?
Harry, did you put your name in the fire, Phoenix of Fire?
Harry's just holding a name. A piece of paper with his name on. Harry, why are you doing that? That's not going to be relevant for another 2 films. What, sir? Nothing.
Hagrid. In fact, I'd be prepared to swear it in front of the Ministry of Magic. Hagrid!
Chad Hagrid.
We all stand Hagrid here.
Stan Hagrid.
Attacked anyone? Well, of course.
Stagrid.
Staggered.
Staggered.
Oh, wait.
Staggered.
I'll just wait outside then.
Christmas! Wait, the Christmas?
Yeah. There's a...
Although by the time the video comes out, it'll be September.
I filled these with a simple sleeping draught. Simple, but powerful.
We drug them!
Now, cheers.
Magnifique.
Bon appetit! Mwah!
Welcome to the Wizard World of Harry Potter with our brand new meal, Essence of Crab. Could you imagine if in the Wizard World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios they added an alcohol beverage and it's the freaking polyjuice potion?
Get it? Because if you drink too much of it, it turns you into a different person.
And you might even see your reflection and see a different person depending how wasted you get. You seem triggered, Crab.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. You're tempting me to every time we come back to Crab, just make it that red filter and have that that hum in the background. Oh, Harry got triggered.
I wish there was at least one Slytherin character that was actually a nice guy or girl
Slughorn.
or whatever. Huh?
Slughorn's a Slytherin.
I mean a student.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, where are you going?
One reoccurring student that's like a bit of foil to Malfoy, like, dude, we get it. You're a jerk. Tone it down.
Oh, but you're giving Joanne too much credit. That sounds like Voldemort.
It sounds like a very weird way of spelling I am Lord Voldemort.
What is this move?
Oh, the movie just ends because Harry's really good at anagrams.
If only. Could have been something for his character.
Yeah.
Like,
I like to imagine that just in the soul in the book, as soon as it reads this line, is like, oh, really?
Oh, what?
Oh, what? Look!
Oh,
joy of
dolls!
Gee willikers! What a coincidence!
Holy blood, it's Batman!
Evening, Hagrid.
He's got the Wilkins coffee. He's still got some.
I know you have it. Hagrid.
Hagrid is Watkins trying to seal it away.
I need my dose, Hagrid. You hear me? I gotta have my coffee.
A house isn't a home without Wilkins coffee. You're starting to sound like him, Tom. You've been possessed.
No! Stand aside, Hagrid. No!
I need my coffee, Hagrid. Hand it over.
Release the Wilkins! Hey, have you had a cup of Wilkins coffee?
Don't even try to explain the connection with giant spiders and Wilkins coffee ads that no one's gonna remember.
No, there is no connection. I just thought it was funny.
I've said it before, why not get an authority figure instead of 3 12-year-olds?
Because they're the main character.
This could be a wee bit of...
I have figured out that the two of you are the only people that she talks to.
You're her only friends.
That is very sad. For both of you and her.
You're meant to talk to a stranger.
Along with this.
Why don't you two have more friends?
Dumbledore can see.
I see you under there.
You
I
think
can
you
also
can
see
hide from me, Harold?
Come, Hagrid.
Dumbledore's just using cheats.
He's put on God mode.
If anybody was looking
Hacks, I call hacks.
then all they'd have to do would be to follow the spider.
Follow the
This
scent
is
of
the
Wilkins
most
coffee.
this is the stupidest advice anyone could give ever.
At this point, Hagrid might as well.
Oh, and someone needs to be
At this point,
No,
Hagrid might as well look at the camera and wink.
Follow the scent of Wilkins coffee. Do you smell that, Ron? It
Do you
sounds like
It smells like
expired coffee.
it smells like ancient coffee. Why do we have to go follow the coffee? I hate coffee.
It's Wilkins, Ron.
It's Wilkins. We have to follow the scent of Wilkins.
This is just becoming a dub now.
Yeah.
Why are we climbing this tree?
For Wilkins coffee.
I don't want any.
It's autumn and the nuts are beginning to fall.
I've got 5 aces. Can you beat that?
I've got a can of Wilkins coffee. Nothing beats Wilkins. You have any Wilkins coffee in your house?
No.
You know, a house isn't a home without Wilkins coffee. Any last request, like for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No.
You don't drink Wilkins?
No.
How shocking. Coffee break. Want a cup of Wilkins?
No, thank you.
Now all our workers drink Wilkins.
Watch out where you throw those knives.
Are you drinking Wilkins instant coffee yet?
No.
Okay, let's try it blindfolded. Howdy, stranger. I hear you don't drink Wilkins coffee.
Yeah, so what?
Now, are there any other strangers in town?
So, anyone in the mood for coffee?
I'm more of a tea person. Wilkins do tea. Shut up!
Hermione's answered that too.
Pipes? It's using the plumbing.
Yeah, and it still doesn't make sense that it's using the plumbing.
About that girl
How?
50 years ago.
Because the snake's too big. And the pipes here, I imagine they're not huge.
They're not as big. They're definitely not as big.
Why did Salazar Slytherin, a presumably cisgendered white male,
Well, yeah.
have his entrance to his secret corridor in the freaking girls' bathroom?
Because he knew teenage girls most wanted to buy Hot Topic stuff.
Come
He's
on,
very.
girls.
Salazar's very serious about that.
Buy my fishnets leggings.
Why are you wearing them? To show off how good they look.
Oh my god, I have the worst image in my head. I'm just seeing this old middle-aged white guy in a bunch of goth clothing,
with
showing off his legs.
with the makeup and everything. That's not too bad actually. This is kind of fun.
It's like a ride in an amusement park.
I'm surprised it isn't. Oof. But the landing's a bit rough.
You see, I stole a joke from Cat in the Hat.
I'm gonna put the Cat in the Hat clip in now, you know I am.
You mean like at Universal Studios? Cha-ching!
I'm fine.
Also, that mild bump against the wall caused the cave to collapse.
How much does Gilderoy weigh?
How much force did he hit that wall with? Do you want me to do another bout of maths?
Oh my god, no, please don't.
I understand that it's a game, but Jesus Christ.
So, is this the hot topic? Yes.
This couldn't be the hot topic. This looks like Forever 21.
It can't be the hot topic. There's no red. That's good. That's Godric's colour. I couldn't use it. Copyright.
It can't be Hot Topic. There's a lot of lighting.
This can't be hot topic. I can see things.
I can just imagine him in his journal. His freaking journal at Hogwarts.
Yeah, it is. The reason all the ink's gone is because most of it was spent up with him trying to rework his name into something else.
What if he didn't think of that at first, like using his name as a way to spell his new name? What if he tried to make a new name all on his own, and it's just worse?
Vampire, no. Satan, no.
Lucifer, no.
No.
Oh yeah, I forgot last time we mentioned how the My Immortal timeline loops to the main timeline. The butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. Hey, Ebony told me about the secret hot topic and I thought it was pretty cool. It even had a giant snake in it.
Ebony's adventures going back in time caused a butterfly effect, erasing her from existence and causing the normal timeline to occur.
Yeah. So technically, the troll chapter is the most accurate.
And he's out of the game radius. So go.
He's
Be as
he's
loud as you want.
despawned.
Let's just change the topic to this dumb sword.
Oh yeah, that sword is way too small.
Yeah, right.
That's a letter opener. That's not even a sword. That's not even a... That's like an elongated dagger. The hilt is too short to provide any form of protection. The handle is too small. And the sword itself... Okay, so... And here's where I cut in again. While my original point wasn't incorrect, it was very poorly explained. So I'll jump in here and provide a bit more context. What I was trying to do is compare the sword of Gryffindor to other types of historical swords. Namely ones that are used in a single hand, and explaining why it's still factually incorrect. As you can probably see on the sword chart here, the blade is just too thin in comparison to the handle. It looks like someone just took a long sword or an arming sword and shrunk it down using the scale tool rather than actually designing a one-handed sword. And that's pretty much all I got. I'm not an expert.
Oh, here's my...
You fool, do you know how expensive that was?
No! Oh, the ink! I spent a lot of money on that ink!
You fool.
That diary costed $5.99 in W.H. Smith.
You fool, don't you realise that's an exclusive black leather booklet from Hot Topic?
I could have sold on eBay.
My ex-girlfriend Ebony gave me that book.
You've ruined the leather. You've ruined me.
Oh, you've turned me into a Microsoft screensaver.
Ron, your hands are all sweaty.
I'm slipping.
You both realize, of course, that in the past few hours, you have broken perhaps a dozen school rules.
A dozen? That's rounding down.
Why
haven't you taken the bloody shower?
Because we came straight here.
It's
You didn't let us.
time, and you flew up in the night.
You didn't let us get a shower, sir. You called us straight to your office.
You present yourself all dirty in front of me.
I would have assumed that you would have taken one right away.
So,
You smell disgusting. You smell worse than the elf.
When the governors learned that Arthur Weasley's daughter was taken into the chamber, they saw fit to summon me back. Ridiculous. Curiously,
That's a different spell.
several of them.
Right, we'll get into that one next year.
Okay, he just looks guilty.
I think Harry already knew that that was the book Lucius slipped into Jenny's cauldron. He literally slid Tom Riddle into her DMs.
Oh my god!
Oh God.
I have something of yours.
Mine? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do, sir. I think you slipped the diary into Ginny Weasley's cauldron that day at
Honestly, if I were in Harry's shoes, I would have never picked up on that.
Right.
I would have never even noticed. I know that. I even remember.
Like, I'm 20, and I would have never picked up on that. Imagine me as a 12-year-old.
Harry gets a hug, Ron gets a handshake. I'm not gonna let go of it.
Wait, I just noticed that as of this movie, Ron's the tallest.
Yeah.
Them ginger jeans.
So props to that.
Only the main three care.
The owl that delivered my release papers got all lost and confused.
Some students were whispering, "Who the hell is that guy?
Who is that? I've seen him around. Who is he? Was he even gone?
Are we supposed to care?" Man, he just looked so huggable.
This is where it gets really sappy.
Enjoy it. This is the last sappiness of these.
Yeah, this is the last sappy moment.
Take it in, viewers.
Take
Take it in, just absorb
hug
it.
out. Hug it out.
This is
Ah.
the last scene we'll ever get.
In fact, Dumbledore, you get down there and hug him too. Hug him.
Hug him.
Everybody hug him.
Everybody hug Hagrid.
Hug Hagrid.
Oh,
Jump
but
over the
then again,
table.
he sent them into the forest with the Wilkins coffee adverts. It's basically
This
a
is the
cast.
last time.
It's basically a roll call.
Da-da-da.
Why does everyone care?
I like to mention that when Crab stood up to clap, Tom put him down because he knew that wasn't his cue. He wasn't supposed to actually clap.
It still works as a funny moment.
It does, it really does.
So, from what we've learned, Tom Felton, great at improvisation.
Even as a kid.
Even as a kid.
I don't really have any opinions of Chamber of Secrets. I don't really care for it.
I didn't watch it all that much for the scene. But now,
like we're gonna
now that
have
I've
more
recontextualized it as the Wilkins coffee people.
I feel like we're gonna have more interesting opinions when we get to the next movies.
Oh yeah, well, considering there's no
The next one's
consistent direction for the next few films.
But it
And
doesn't
also
really work
given
out good
and
as
also
a
given that
character.
he's the audience surrogate.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
really work as an interesting character.
Oh no, most audience surrogates aren't interesting characters. There are exceptions, but that's mainly because the authors, like, they start them off as audience surrogates, but then actually give them personalities.
I feel like one of the best ones is the Persona 4 anime.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they,
But they just
where
dialed.
make
They
those-
just dialed up the
they
gay.
They just make the silent protagonist a very awkward, blunt, and just sometimes wacky guy.
I just like it when he gets kicked off the waterfall, and his face
Like-
is still just
He will say the stupidest things, but with a total straight face.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
we got it.
I'm gonna stop the recording, so
Oh, I thought you did.
tune in next time for
The
Next time,
the third one.
Dragon Ball.
Anyway. See you
Anyway.
next time when we watch Prisoner of Azkaban.
Tune in next time. Will Sirius Black escape Azkaban? Join us for Sirius Black Escapes.